everybody, what's going on? It's DTA with DTA Vaping, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Sigelei 150 temperature control mod. Alright, so I just recently got this in the mail yesterday, ordered it after I sold my Sigelei 150 watt non-temperature control, and having temperature control. If, I figured I'd get this one because I wanted to try out temperature control mode, and it's the newest model, and I really wanted to see what it was all about. Alright, so let's take a look at it real quick here. I just want to discuss that I have used it the past day. I know a little bit about it, so if you're here to find out all the details about it, I'm just going to tell you guys right now that we're just going to look at it and look at all the features. Another thing, I have not looked into the temperature control mode that much. I'll show you guys how to turn it on, how to adjust it, all that good stuff, but I have not played with it enough to find out how it works exactly, like to where you know what you're doing when you use this mod. So basically, I'm telling you that when it comes to the temperature control, I'm just adjusting a few things to see what happens with it. So another thing I want to say is in this video we're going to discuss my personal pros and cons and some things that I feel that are a matter with it, because there are some things when you go into temperature control mode on my mod that don't feel right and don't work right. Alright, so, and they're not big issues, but there's some issues that might be an issue for you guys. Alright, and real quick, I want to say that I got this mod from Vivid Smoke. Give them a shout out, go check them out. It's great, they're a great website. Every time I order from Vivid Smoke comes in, 2 days. Alright, so let's take a look at it. Alright, so here is the mod. Very nice design. On the back here, we're doing up close too with it, but on the back, you have the batteries. There's a little sliding door that you just slide on like so and locks into place. I like to hit mine so it locks in there. There are magnets on there so it will not fall out. There's not a lot of battery rattle, and the door does not move out that much. On the front here there are very clicky buttons here. Okay, and the 510 connection on top, very nice. There's a nice little plate on top there, and I'll show you guys that in the up close. There's a plate on top there that's very nice. RDA or the tank sits very nice on there and it works great. So I do not have a tank anymore. I sold the Kanger tank that you guys may have seen me review in previous videos. So we're going to be using some RDAs on here. The other day I also got this Mutation XS, which is I'm going to be doing a full review on that as well. So if you guys want to check that out, please feel free to watch that video. So let's do some up closes on it, and I'll show you guys how this bad boy operates with the watts, the joules, and the temperature control, ohms, voltage, amps, all that good stuff. Alright everybody, alright, so let's do an up close on this bad boy. So I'll show you guys all around the mod, and I'll lay the camera down too so I can show you guys the buttons and everything. Get a nice close up. How you doing over there? Hi. So you see a mirror screen on there. Alright, so here are the buttons. I'm going to lay this camera down like so here. And pick this up here. Alright, so here is the up close on this bad boy. So you have the firing button, and this is upside down, so let's turn this the other way. It says check atomizer on the screen there. That's your up and down for your watts. Very clicky buttons here. I'll move this back for you guys. Very clicky buttons. On the back here it says Sigelei 150 watt temperature control right there. You guys can get a nice close-up of that. See you guys. Alrighty. There you go. Alright, and on the other side it says Sigelei right there. Very nice. On the bottom we have our air venting holes for your batteries, your battery venting. And you can see on the top here, it has that slight notch so it comes up above the firing button. So your 510 sits up there, and here is the metal plate I was talking about before. Here's the metal plate. It sits slightly, you can't even really notice it, but it sits slightly above the top here, I guess you could call it. So when you put that RDA on, you have that slight gap between the RDA and the actual mod. Alright, and on the back here, slide this door open. Okay, there's your batteries inside there. Slide the battery door back in. Sometimes it's a pain in the ass, sometimes it likes to work. Alright, there we go. And you even have this little notch right here, so you can use your thumb to pull it out. On the last one, it had like a little notch on the bottom. On the 150 non-temperature control, it had the notch on the bottom, so you just prop the door open. I kind of like this feature a little more. I kind of don't. It's really personal preference. For me, it really doesn't matter, but the door is nice, I guess. And you know, if you're into that stuff, it's probably good for you too. All right, so talking about the fabric, I guess, that they made this mod out of, it's a very nice, like, texturized paint. I guess, you know, paint or metal, I guess. I feel like it's paint. And it's sort of a fingerprint magnet. I guess the black version would be more of a fingerprint magnet than the white version, if they have a white version. But this is a juice / fingerprint magnet. So if you have an RDA on top there that leaks out juice and it gets down here, you can see it. So what I would suggest doing is having a towel handy if you're using it at home, and just, you know, every once in a while, if it bothers you, just wipe it down. Or if it doesn't, it does come with this silicone case here that you can just put over. And one thing I actually am getting used to for the silicone case is if juice leaks down underneath the case, and you have the case pressed up against the mod, you can see where the juice is. So if you really wanted to, you could peel back the case, the silicone case here, and clean it out so you know exactly where the juice is. On the other one, I have the silicone case here. The other one, the case is black, so you couldn't see inside there where the juice was. And real quick, I guess I could do this. This is the outline of the old mod, so you can see how big it was, or how, you know, the same setup, I guess, from the old one. So this is the case from the Sigelei 150, and then this is obviously the Sigelei 150 temperature control. So the button was bigger, obviously. That was the size of the button. A little bit smaller than that, but that's just an outline of it. And then they're about the same where they were. The 150 I see was a little bit lower, which I wish the 150 temperature control was a little bit lower on the firing button there. And it looks like the up and down was about the same size, and the screen on the 150 temperature control looks like it's a little bit bigger there on the left side there. All right, so let's dive down and take a look at this a little bit further here. The firing button inside here is a adjustable 510 connection, copper inside there. Very nice. It has grooves and even air venting for bottom air feeding atomizers or RDAs, which you don't see a lot anymore, but that is there in case you have one that you want to use on there. All right, and that's pretty much it, guys. Oh yeah, let me obviously show you guys the screen. My bad. All right, so I'm gonna try and focus this best I can here. Alrighty. Let me move my RDA out of the way here. Alright, so I'll read you guys, because I don't know if this is going to focus or not. I hope it does. Alright, let me get this to focus here. Alright. Alright, so if we don't have an RDA or tank screwed on there, it's going to say check atomizer, obviously. Alright, so to get to the menu, you click the firing button 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now it's going to give you system on, and to scroll through the menu, you just click the firing button, okay? So system on goes to mode or power, and you can change the mode to Jewl mode if you really want to. By clicking either the up or down button here, these buttons over here, and you can go from power mode to Jewl mode, and we're going to keep it on power mode here. Actually, no, let's go to Jewl mode. And when you scroll from Jewl mode, you get unit, which is Fahrenheit, or you can go to Celsius, depending on where you live, I guess. And you can change your temperature. So you can go from, I don't even know, I think it's 100 degrees Fahrenheit all the way up to, I think, 500 or 600. So it gives you a nice range for that. That is, as far as I know, that is how hot it tells the coils to burn. All right, so let's go back into the menu here. And then it's going to ask you to exit. So we'll exit here. And now we have Jewl mode, okay? One thing I want to mention here, so let's go back up top, and I'll talk to you guys a little more on it. Alright, so one thing I want to mention real quick, guys, and I could do it up close on it, but I'm going to just talk about it. One of my cons real quick here is on Jewl mode, or on temperature control mode, I should say, it does not display the ohms, and I feel like that's just a factory effect, or like a defect in the chip, where this chip got damaged or something and it doesn't display the ohms. On my device, it does not display the ohms. I've seen YouTube videos of people using it in Jewl mode, and it does display the ohms, so I feel like that was a defect, a defect in my chip. Which it doesn't really matter because I know my ohms anyways. Plus, I can go to the power mode. It takes me 5 seconds to go to the power mode, and it will display my ohms in power mode or watts. Alright, so we got this sitting with 33.0 joules. We could crank this up a little more. I got a dual coil building here. I believe, and I know this for a fact, that it is 0.25 ohms, and it is at 410 degrees Fahrenheit. So like I said before, I'm pretty sure the 410 or the Fahrenheit or Celsius setting is either telling your mod how hot to burn the coils, or how hot you're allowed to go with burning the coils, or when your coils or your wicks are dry, it lets your mod know, which I've set my wicks on fire, and my mod still fires. And that was at 410 degrees Fahrenheit. So I have to adjust that a little more. I don't want dry hits on this thing because I'm so tired of dry hits. It's ridiculous, even though I don't get them because I've been vaping for a while now. Alright, so let's just hit this thing and shut up here. Alright. Alright, let's crank this up a little more. And one thing that I noticed is even when I press, because on some mods, real quick, on some mods when you press the fire button, some settings will show up that won't show up when the mod's just sitting still. And even when I press the firing button, the ohms does not display. In case you're wondering, I'm vaping caramel candy, which is my own blend that I made this morning. And real quick, I'm new to vaping in Jewl mode, so I would say that the 37 joules I'm vaping at right now is equivalent to maybe, I don't know, like 45 watts, somewhere around there, because it burns real hot, and I don't know if that's the Fahrenheit or the temperature control kicking in, but it burns real hot, and it feels like a 45 watt sort of setting on the watts side of things. And another thing I didn't mention is when you're in temperature control mode and you have the joules and the Fahrenheit displayed on the screen, it does not give you, well, it gives you a battery on the left side of the screen, but it does not display your percentage of battery, which is kind of disappointing. I wish that they maybe made the grid they have on the screen a little smaller and displayed the battery percentage. Alright guys, let me know what you guys think of the intro and what you guys think of the thumbnail. I've been using Photoshop a lot lately. You can check me out on Facebook. Vape Life Society is my group on Facebook, and Instagram, Awesome Vaping 416. Alright guys, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and comment and subscribe if you really enjoyed. I am DTA with DTA Vaping, and hopefully you guys have a good day. Live long and vape on.